Hi there and welcome to High School Sports Zone. We've taken the show on the road again this week. We're here at Minto Field for a semifinal game between John McCrae and Longfield's Davidson Heights. That's going on behind us, and we'll have highlights of that later on in the program. We've also got action in senior girls basketball. Glebe looks great this season. We'll see if they can continue their strong record as they go up against Sacred Heart. We've also got action in boys football for the first time this year, but we're going to start things off in the AAA Quad A senior boys soccer division, where we've got a quarterfinal matchup between Nepean and Franco-Ouest. Now, both these teams come into the game feeling good about their season. Both of them won big against South Carleton in the last game of the regular season, but that shouldn't be a test. South Carleton was not one of the stronger teams. As they get a stronger matchup here in the playoffs, we'll see how both these clubs do.
One of the league's top defensive teams in Franco-Ouest took on Nepean in their quarterfinal match. The Nepean Knights started off the first half with a nice save from goaltender Matt Carleton from number 17 Quincy Meh's corner shot. Number 17 Quincy Meh then made a nice kip-up move, turning it into a highlight save from Nepean goaltender Matt Carleton. Number 15 Nick Wark then had a huge chance to score near the net, only to shoot it over and out, keeping the score at 0-0. A huge save was needed from Nepean goalie Matt Carleton again to stop number 21 Charles Veal's header to keep the game at 0-0. The Nepean Knights finally put the first goal on the board early in the second half as number 16 Noah Haddison scored off a nice corner from his teammate. Matt Carleton of Nepean then made a very nice one-hand save to keep the score at 1-0 and keep the ball out of the zone. Number 25 Matthew Guade for Franco-Ouest then tapped the ball into the net to tie the game at 1-1. Nepean's number 11 Marcus MacDONALD then responded quick with a nice dangle and score to regain the lead for Nepean 2-1. And late in the second half, number 11 Charles Venn of the Vikings saved the game with a nice header off a corner to tie the game at 2 and send it into overtime. Not much went on during the first frame of OT until Nepean's goalie Matt Carleton came up with a huge save to keep the game tied. It was still tied in the second half of OT until Vikings number 21 Charles Veal scored to give Franco-Ouest the lead. Number 17 Quincy Meh then scored his second of the game off a breakaway for the Vikings to give them the 4-2 lead. And Franco-Ouest ended up hanging on to win the game 5-2 and move on to the next round of the playoffs. For High School Sports Zone, I'm Ryan Taylor.
The number 4 seed in boys AAA Quad A soccer, St. Patrick's, played host to the 5th-ranked team, Glebe, in the quarterfinals. Glebe's number 12, Tyan Chung, had a great chance on net, but St. Pat's goalkeeper was there for the save. Number 10 for St. Pat's, Andre Sanchez, sent the ball into the gloves of the Glebe's goalkeeper. Number 7, Junior Mabambo from St. Pat's, was running towards the net when he was stopped by Glebe's number 7, Luca Germano. Thomas Jernson, number 5 from Glebe, went through St. Pat's defense to score the first goal of the game. Glebe leads 1-0. Number 2 from Glebe, Tang Tong Chung, made a huge kick that was sent to the hands of St. Pat's goalkeeper. 1-0 Glebe. Glebe's own Niall McLeod, number 10, made a shot that was sent wide of St. Pat's net. 1-0 Glebe. Number 6 from Glebe, Thomas Jernson, sent the ball flying into St. Pat's goalkeeper. 1-0 Glebe. St. Pat's number 10, Andre Sanchez, sent Glebe's goalkeeper Nick Monroe flying when his shot went just wide of the net. Score still 1-0 Glebe. Sanchez came back with a great kick, sending the ball to the back of the Glebe net. Score tied 1-1. Overtime shot from number 10, Andre Sanchez, was denied by Glebe's goalkeeper, Nick Monroe. Score tied still at 1-1. With only minutes remaining in overtime, Glebe's number 9, Yaz Al-Batouni, heads the ball in for a 2-1 lead. For High School Sports Zone, I'm Ashley McDonald.
St. Pius entered their quarterfinal game against West Carleton as the hottest team in the league, as they brought a 6-game winning streak. Campania continued to pass the ball with ease as he hit his teammate number 8, Kazim Bartan, whose header was turned aside by the West Carleton keeper. St. Pius was then awarded a corner kick. Noah Campania managed to get his head on the ball, but it sailed just over the net. Campania was a man on a mission in the first half. He walked into a shot from outside the box, which was stopped, but mishandled by the opposing keeper. Nothing came of it, however. The referee then awarded Pius a free kick. Number 21, Claudio Rossi, stepped up to take it. The kick cleared the West Carleton wall, but was turned aside once more by the keeper. The teams were now in the second half. The first opportunity landed to St. Pius from a set piece, which the keeper tipped straight to number 6, Brendan Nicastro, for the goal, putting Pius up 1-0. Nicastro continued his second half brilliance, receiving a pass from Noah Campagna, shooting the ball towards the keeper when it slipped through his legs for the goal, making it 2-0 St. Pius. Number 10, Ben Padovan, continued Pius' offensive onslaught, sending teammate number 2, Alex Caputo, through on goal. His powerful shot ended up being handled by the keeper. West Carleton then had their best scoring chance of the game. Number 10, Mohamed Nadaf, found himself in space but shanked his shot wide. St. Pius was not done their scoring. Noah Campagna rifled home the ball in the box off a corner to put Pius comfortably up 3-0. With the 3-0 win, St. Pius advanced to the semifinals of the OFSAA division. For High School Sports Zone, I'm Liam Knight.
We'll have more soccer later on in the show with the junior boys divisions, but we'll take a look at senior girls OFSAA division basketball now, where Glebe has been absolutely dominant so far this season. They've got a 5-0 record, but they'd faced their stiffest competition yet in Sacred Heart, who's actually 4-1 on the season, and they put up better offensive numbers. They've scored over 50 points more than Glebe, and if this game ends up in a shootout, they would definitely have the advantage.
In senior girls OFSAA division basketball, first place was on the line as Sacred Heart took on Glebe. Number 10, Andrea Banks from Sacred Heart started the game off with a quick three-pointer. Huskies lead 3-0. Alyssa Pinch, number 12 from Glebe, adds 2 points for the Griffins after a behind-the-net hook shot. Huskies lead 13-7. Number 6 from Sacred Heart, Sasha Thompson, surpasses Glebe's score after a three-point. 2019 Huskies. Number 6 from Sacred Heart, Sasha Thompson, scored a lovely three-pointer in the third quarter. 30-27 Huskies. Glebe's number 12, Alyssa Pinch, turned the ball around and made the layup for the Glebe Griffins. 33-31 Huskies. Number 21, Gabrielle Towney of the Huskies, sinks another three-pointer for Sacred Heart. 40-35 Huskies. Alyssa Pinch breaks through Sacred Heart defense for a 2-point basket for Glebe. Huskies lead 43-41. With 2 seconds left on the scoreboard, Eve Uesu made the basket, tying the game 43-43. Stephanie Duro, number 10, from Glebe, steals the ball, goes on a breakaway for the first basket of overtime. 45-43 Glebe. Number 21, Gabrielle Tungney from the Huskies, makes 3 consecutive swished foul shots to take the lead. 48-47 Huskies. Glebe's number 4, Emma Collette, had the last say when she sunk a three-pointer that won the game. 49-48 Griffins. For High School Sports Zone, I'm Ashley MacDonald.
We've got a semifinal game between Longfield's Davidson Heights and John McCrae in girls field hockey going on behind me. We'll see how that game turns out up next here on High School Sports Zone.